for is the limit and the not limit. Or you can see two sides of the coin and you just making sure that the coin disappears. You feel what happens when the coin disappears? Yeah. And yet, you bring it back again. And then when you need the coin to disappear, you just disappear the coin again. In your mind's eye, you disappear the coin and then it's gone. And there's a value in there somewhere. There's a usefulness in that ability to do that. And yet, without a point of reference, we tend to sort of right, like. But then you can get good with it that you may start to not need as much of a point of reference, because your issues defines me. My issues defines who I am. Yeah? Not really, but yes, really. And I am my issues. If we were to be heavy-handed with it. So if we make one side of the coin that has issues, and I'm not sure what the other side of the coin would be.
Neutrality? No.
I don't know what it would be. Depending on what you want to do with it. You can put two different things and work with two different concepts from there. And I just find it to be useful to imagine that. Or, you know, I don't know if Gurdjieff likes to say two ends of the stick. There's two ends to the stick. Yeah. Or matrix energetics uses 2 points. Same thing. It's just a 2-point it's a point of reference. And you feel the shift. You feel it shifting, right? With the concept, with the understanding. So you can use, and you can interchange any.
I've still been using the 1, 2, and 3. What was that we talked about?
That's the options, because there's a billion options, but the universe won't make you go through a billion.
Right.
It will give you. It will throw something. It will give a dog a bone within 1 to 5, 3. You know, it's all pretty arbitrary. People count down from all kind of things, but when you start it, they're gonna say, okay, here it is. Or you'll say to yourself, here it is, without going through with it. Yeah, and now you don't feel the limit of your body anymore. Can you notice that? So now you don't know the infinite doesn't know where to land. So you have to give it some place to land. Otherwise it's going to go back. So you need to create this. You're creating this. You're giving it a point of resistance right there. Okay, you'll feel it if I give it to you. Here. You felt it as breath enter and create anew. So you brought it in the invisible or the nawal into the tonal, or whichever way it works. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know even if I'm saying it properly, but the unknown to the known. Yeah, but only the unknown can create something new. If it's already known, you just get another little stuck together piece of one onto the other, or something or another, or it has a built-in limit to it. Yeah. So it's just a matter of, if you're working with the concept of the primacy of matter, or you put, yeah. So the idea is that if you defer to matter, then you're going about it ass backwards, and built into it is a definite condition and a shelf life to it.
Right.
And yet if you give, then it has. Yeah. And that's the theory, that's the hypotheses and the theory. And again, the game might be to go forth and experience some of that idea. Now you feel the breath going into hyperventilation, right? If you aware it. So now you're going to say, oh. So the awareness is a sensation as well. Or you're used to it hitting that limit. So if you count down, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 is already gone, right? At least partially or fully, or now you can already move into this position. You can already move into that position. There's already a resistance or the reception of invisible that's becoming a new visible. Or you can, it's your body is remolecularizing already, or it's actually cutting through the different levels. And you have a sense of that. And if there's a limit, you can say, okay, there's one end of the stick, and you look to the other end of the stick. And already it's, at least it gives you some ropes to move by. And you start to find little coordinate points here, or assemblage points.